primary school age kids, so we make wooden fans.
Uh-huh.
And so these ones are made by young ones, and we can add emu feathers on.
Yep.
They're worn usually for ceremony on like upper arm, bicep. But yeah.
Cool, I'm ready.
Yeah, ready to go?
Yep.
Okay, so what we usually do is we go out and we bring the tools and everything, and it gives schools an opportunity, instead of having to travel all the way into Bunjalaka and see Aboriginal tools and stuff behind glass, they get an opportunity to touch and see the tools. But then we talk about the existence of Aboriginal people as being the oldest living culture in the world, 65,000 plus years on the continent of Australia. So we talk about the tools and what they were used for, and then we talk about how Aboriginal people, coexisted and had a utopia society that was driven by Aboriginal law, and a way they used the 7 seasonal calendars.
Yeah.
But then, being able to go and pick things like, using tree sap to make resins and medicinal rubs and stuff like that, fruits, herbs, using lamandra grass seeds and things like that.
Would it be more interesting if you lead a group of children like for bushwalk? We have a huge park next to our center where you really bring children out for bushwalk exploring. We have like wattles and some lower bush leaves, maybe.
Yeah, I could do that. That sounds good. Like I would have to sort of resource the park prior.
Yeah.
So that way I can sort of understand and know where the space is and know what's around. So you'll usually find things like eucalyptus and lamandra grasses and wattle. But things like kangaroo apple and native raspberry and native oregano and river mint and those types
and
of
also
things.
these saps. We find a lot of saps during the bushwalk. Children really interested in it.
Yeah, so the saps and resins and stuff that you can find during summer, you'll find they run a lot more. And you can find those and talk about those as well. But then also bringing things like the possum skin cloak to show kids about things like sensory deprivation. So, and an opportunity just to see some of the different arts and symbols, but then, to see a possum skin up close and touch it and feel it and sort of get to experience that. Bringing things along like corlamins and the different types of basket fibres, feathers, emu eggs. And then over here we've got things like ochre, which is used for paints and things like that. So art, you've got white, yellow and red ochre, then things like greenstone, raw greenstone, and then greenstone that's turned into axe, and then sandstone and things like that we use for trying to grind down. If you go like that, you can sort of grind down and make paint. So you put a bit of water with that and you've got some nice ochre. And then, using things like message sticks or tools that could have been, my auntie was sort of saying they could have been used as teaching tools, to show kids, be careful with things like this, if it's this size, if it's that size, and then taking out things like, emu callers, message sticks, the different types of firewood, fire starting sticks that you use, and then, and then like my sister said, and then some pre-colonisation glass, the way they manipulated glass when they first started seeing it, being able to use that. So,
Wonderful. You definitely have a big